Good evening. Pauline Hanson has jetted into Perth, riding high on a surge in popularity and opinion polls.
The One Nation leader has headed straight to Midland for a fundraising event where she's been met with protests. Let's go live to Jeff Parry. Jeff, it's got off to a threatening start.
Yes, Tim, it has, and it'll be interesting to see whether it goes further than that. Pauline Hanson is expected any minute now here at the Crooked Spire in Victoria Street, Midland. Now you can hear and see on the other side of the street about 300 protesters making a lot of noise. They're from different protesting groups from around Perth. They've all gathered here to protest her presence. They believe she's a racist. They oppose her immigration policies. On this side are all her supporters. They've been lining up to get into the Crooked Spire. It's a sellout event. Around 300 people paying $70 a head to hear her speak. WA police are everywhere. They're looking after the outside. On the inside, federal police are looking after her personal security. But as you can see, it's settled at the moment. But we haven't seen Pauline Hanson arrive just yet, and we'll see what happens then. She's used to this. She's been to Perth many times over the last 30 years. She arrived in Perth this afternoon about 4 o'clock. Pauline Hanson's popularity has never been higher. Opinion polls suggest her party's primary vote nationally has exceeded Labor's and left the Liberal coalition in its dust.
Well, the response that I've got since I got off the plane, even before I got off the plane, indicates there is a lot of support here in Western Australia.
I was getting a fish and chip shop.
A lot of vegetable oil has flowed under the bridge for the former fish and chip shop owner. Nearly 30 years ago, just a few weeks after founding One Nation, she flew to Perth and was met by a torrent of protests and arrests. Wherever Pauline Hanson went, she was targeted, her critics labelling her and her supporters racist.
More than 1,000 demonstrators turned out to a Pauline Hanson rally and pelted her with fruit.
We have not been able to speak our minds or express our views without being called names intended to make us look backward, intolerant and extremists.
But the racist tag has endured. The party has had its ups and downs over the last 29 years, but its support has never been higher.
It's against mass immigration!
Its policies on immigration and housing are drawing more and more people away from mainstream parties to the point where One Nation is now mainstream. And it's a problem for both Coalition and Labor.
One Nation, they talk up a big game, don't they? But they've got nothing to offer. Nothing to offer the people of Western Australia.
A lot of voters would disagree.
Jeff, tonight's fundraiser in Midland is sold out, as you mentioned a moment ago. What are we actually expected to hear from Pauline Hanson tonight?
Well, it's the usual message. I mean, she's been giving the usual message. They know well and truly what they're expected to hear, but they love it. They agree with her. They like what she has to say. They see her as a bigger leader than perhaps in the last 30 years. She's now at sort of the pinnacle of her powers at the moment and the pinnacle of her interest. The crowd over here, they're going nuts at the moment because we just believe that Pauline Hanson didn't come right here and that she's gone into this meeting another way. So they've got more vocal. We'll see what happens and we'll keep you updated throughout tonight's report. Back to you guys.